Your Prophet, As-Sadiq Al-Amin, the most honorable and trustworthy young man. Then he embraces a religion. Then he is told that he's the Prophet of Allah. Nothing changed. He was still the same guy. He went from As-Sadiq Al-Amin to the most loved. He became the most hated. He was mocked. He was belittled. You think these Karuns are big? The Prophet of Allah was spat. They spat in his face, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as he was praying, as he was in salah. You know, sometimes even on the streets there's a code. Even amongst gangsters, there's a code of do's and don't do's. You know, you never hit a man that's not ready for it. It's called a dog hit. You know, it's called a dog punch. The guy wasn't looking. The man, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he was praying in sajda. They used to come and throw the guts of animals, the guts of dead animals. They used to pour it on his back, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, as he was in salah. They harmed him. They swore at him. They threw rocks at him. They threw dust in his face. They spat in his face. They mocked him. They belittled him. They harmed his family, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So don't come to me with your little movie, you know. 13 years in Mecca. 13 years prosecution. For what? Wallahi, I ask, what crime did he do? Because he caught the Tawheed. In Mecca, people used to make tawaf around the Kaaba naked. Anything and everything went in Mecca. 365 idols. So what's the big deal? A man comes who claims there's only one God. What's the big deal? No, they went, wallahi, they exhausted every avenue to make his life miserable, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. They killed his companions. For 3 years they boycotted him in Mecca. 3 years they boycotted him and all of his family, even the ones that were non-Muslims. They boycotted them for 3 years. Sahaba said we were eating the leaves of the trees. Our droppings became like the droppings of animals. So much harm was inflicted amongst them, upon them. In the battle of Uhud, they killed his uncle Hamza radiallahu. Not killed, they didn't kill. They absolutely mutilated the man, sallallahu, right? They muted him radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Muted his uncle. I mean, imagine him, ripped his liver out. She took a bite from his liver. She chewed it and then spat it on the floor. Sahaba said, we never seen the Prophet of Allah cry like he cried when he seen his uncle Hamza. We never seen him cry like that. In narrations, he prayed janazah on his uncle 70 times. All this. And when he returned to Mecca after years of prosecution, when he returns to Mecca with an army of 10,000 companions, the likes of which Arabia never seen before. And he entered into Mecca victorious. How did he walk into Mecca? In narrations, he was